Hey everybody, Superfluous J here with another Factorio for Beginners, and today we are talking about solar panels, among other things. I'm going to make some solar panels just to kind of show them off. And this is going to be the first time, and hopefully the only time, but I'm not 100% sure about that I don't get into the nitty gritty about how something works. Solar power is hard. Mostly because it's a variable power source. You don't get let's see, I think I want 6 of those, yeah. And then accumulators, I want 5 of them. You don't get the same amount of solar power over the course of a day. At night, you get none. You get none solar power. During the day, you get you get a variable amount based on where the sun is in the sky. The sun rises, it then is risen, and then it sets. And over the course of that period, it goes up and down. And let's see, 5 total. We have none currently. Yeah, that'll do it. So it's really hard to do the math, and if you really want to do the math, there's a wiki page that I will link to in the show notes below this video. But I'm not gonna get into it. What I am gonna do is talk about what that math turns out to be, and what that math turns out to be is 0.84 is your number, and that's accumulators per solar panel. 0.84 doesn't really mean anything. Basically it means you need 84 solar panels for every 25, 84 accumulators for every 25 solar panels, which if you do the math, it ends up being 21 accumulators for every 25 solar panels. So if you want a constant, exact setup of the two, that's what you need. You need 21 and 25. If you subtract 1 from each of those, you get 20 and 24, which is a much better ratio. You can go all the way down to 5 to 6, which is why I've made 6 of these, and I'm 6 solar panels, and I'm making 5 accumulators. And a lot of people like to set these up like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 solar panels. 6 solar panels. Then they take their 5 accumulators and they put them like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you can slap a regular old power pole right in the center, and then everything is powered. And you see instantly, because it's daytime, these solar panels are charging the accumulators. If you look on the right here, actually let me get over here so you can kind of see them close to each other. These accumulators are going up. The solar panels are producing 60 kilowatts, and these things can hold 5 megajoules. So this whole setup here can hold 25 megajoules, and it can produce 60 times 5, which is however many kilowatts that is. I guess it would be 300 kilowatts during the day. Once these are filled up, it should take half a day to fill these up, and then basically the rest of the power is available to send somewhere else. And I'm gonna show you that by running power around these things. Let's go ahead and put a power pole here, and then a power pole here, and a power pole here. And then I'm gonna disable this power pole. Oh wait, I'm gonna need to run power down here as well. Put a power pole here as well, and I'm basically going to cut off my that was just I had a piece of extra research that I had forgotten to do. Of course, I'm one off, and then now these things are gonna power. Oh, I need to cut this one too. There we go, and of course. So there we go. So the light is on. The lights, I should say, are on. These things are discharging now. You see the power is coming out of them to power these things. And when the sun then rises, it'll flip over and do it the other way around. Now, I don't know offhand how much power this thing requires. See, we're producing exactly the amount that we need because of the fact that the accumulators only discharge what they what's needed. But our accumulator charge is going down pretty quickly, which tells me that very likely we're not going to have enough power to power this over the course of the night. So what you need to do is, as we always do, is double it. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then accumulators, we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So as soon as these things die, which they will fairly soon. Let me just lay this out here. 4, 5, 6. See, these tile very nicely too. And then this guy here, and I just need to make sure that there's no wire going between these two. See, these guys are out of charge now, so now these guys have no charge to them either. Unless oh no, I did it. No, it didn't connect. Where is it connected? It feels like it's connected somewhere. Oh, so yeah, we are actually, the sun is starting to rise now. That's what it is. These things are producing. See, if I look on the right there, it's producing 20 kilowatts. So these things are starting to get their power. So let's go ahead and lay the rest of these here. And we haven't made any accumulators yet. Accumulators take 10 seconds to make, so it takes a long time to make them all. But as the sun comes up, we're generating more power here. And the accumulators don't start charging until all the power requirements are met by the solar panels. So now we're finally producing more power than we need as these guys are getting up into the 45 or so. So it looks like maybe 2 of these will actually get the job done. Getting these accumulators down as quickly as possible. And then, so as the last one goes, then we'll basically just let this go and see what happens with this. And basically, we now have this little subsection of our base that is not connected to the main power network. This would be convenient if you had, say, a super remote outpost that you didn't want to run power cables to, like I did. If I go into map mode, like I ran these power cables out all the way over here to this station. If I didn't want to have to deal with that, I could have laid a bunch of solar panels down. Now this station takes a lot of power. I don't know exactly how much power it takes, but it's a lot. So it would take a lot of solar panels. If you look here, just this little dinky section of these assemblers, which don't take very much power, needed this many solar panels to fully power it over the course of a day. And it might even need more, but I don't think it will. So if you want to use solar panels, you need a ton of them, a absolute amazingly large amount. And I can't really suggest it for somebody who's just making a base. The same amount of steam engines, like the same footprint size of steam engines and resource inlay, like these solar panels are really expensive compared to steam engines. It's just not worth it. It's really hard. Where it is worth it is when you get into like super huge mega bases. If you make massive solar farms, like literally, like this will be my solar farm right here. that kind of massive of solar farms. You can really save computer cycles on your personal computer as you use it. See, our accumulators are now full, and the day is still day is still full. And granted, these things aren't actually running. If I take all the gears out of these things so they start running more. See, now even though it's full daytime, we're actually using up more power than we have, so we would need more of these. So these actually, for these things running at full speed, this isn't even enough. That's what we're talking about. So you need a massive solar farm, and it's just a lot of resources. But your personal computer, it calculates all the solar panels as one big unit. It just counts up how many solar panels you have, and it says that's how much power we're making. Same thing with the accumulators. These things, they need to see how much water they have, how much steam they're producing, how much coal they have, etc., things like that. So they're very UPS is what the term is, updates per second. They update a lot of times per second. The solar panels update, like it updates when the sun rises, when the sun sets, and at night and at day, and that's it. And so it's a lot more efficient than that. But that's all. I'm going to leave these here. So far, we're fine as far as that's concerned. I'm just gonna let them go. The other thing I researched but didn't talk about yet, I'm going to actually put them down on the bus, is substations. Substations are a type of electric pole. I'm going to make one just so we can compare them, like we did before when we compared electric poles, large electric poles. And we should probably make 2 substations just so you can kind of see them. Substations are special. We got your regular electric poles. They just, they have a decent distance and a good reach around them. They're for powering things nearby. The large electric poles, their entire job is to run cables long distances. They go really far, but they don't really power what's around them very well. Like, you can put something right next to them, but you can't put something 2 tiles away. Like, these guys can power something 3 tiles away. Substations are sort of a super version of a mix between those. Substations, if you take one, look at how big this square is. They power like everything around them. And then they have a decent reach, and their reach is exactly equal to their limit. So if you blanket your entire base with substations, you'll be able to put something anywhere, and it will have power. Now, granted, this doesn't have power because I haven't hooked these things up, but if we do this, anything we put in here, no matter where we put it, it's going to have power. Which is super convenient. And a lot of people use them in their solar farms. That's why I researched them at the same time. I'm not going to make enough solar panels to actually show you that, but you can put a substation in the center and then blanket the area with solar panels and accumulators and get closer to that 84% ratio that you want if you really want an exact solar farm like the pros do. But yeah, I'm just gonna throw these in here somewhere. I don't think they take. Yeah, they take copper, steel, and advanced circuits, which is kind of annoying because I don't have advanced circuits on this belt, or if I do, I'm not. I don't have them yet. I thought I put advanced circuits on the bottom here. Are we out of a resource here? Now we've got advanced circuits coming up here, but not here. What am I putting on the other side of this belt? Looks like nothing. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put advanced circuits on the other side of this belt. And my mall needs a little bit of renovation anyway. But let's see. Do these things need? Yeah. See, these things do not need copper plates, they do not need sticks. I mean, they need steel. They need advanced circuits, and they need copper plates. Which also, oh no, copper plates are on this belt. Oh, you know what? I'm starting to put pipes on here, so I got to stop it here. Actually, I can do this as long as I'm quick. And to the right, I want copper plates. There we go. And then what it's going to do is it's not going to lit the red circuits through here. So what we do has to be here, and we don't really have room for it, sadly. So this is possibly a poor choice. I may have made a bad choice. I could move everything down, but I'm not going to bother. And I think I'll decide how I'm going to fix that later. The whole mall section needs a redesign, I think, and I don't feel like doing it right now. So let's move on. Well, let's move on to the next thing we got. The next thing we got is concrete. Concrete is kind of a big one, and it has multiple variations, which is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and start that, and let me look and see what it requires. It's a unique thing in that it requires iron ore. So we need iron ore on the bus. And I think I forgot. No, I didn't forget that we need iron ore on the bus. Iron ore goes on this line right here. One problem though is we're running out of iron ore. we're barely making steel right now, and we're barely our iron is actually running low as well because we've kind of tapped this whole area out. It does not have very much iron ore left in it. So we're going to have to actually set up another train station in order to bring in iron ore in order to satisfy that iron ore demand. And it looks like all of these guys are done. All of these guys are done. Yeah, anybody who's not moving now, we can be sure is completely done. So this entire line is done. Can I get this guy? Yes, I can. Yeah, we're in a bad way with iron ore, that's for sure. This is something that robots could do. That's going to be something we'll be talking about fairly soon, because we can't get robots to do this because our robots are all down in the base. Yeah, that's the last of the iron. Wow. Well, these guys up here, these guys are out of resources. These guys are out of resources. This guy. Nobody has iron, so this is actually all done. We don't need to run this through the splitter anymore. There we go. That's the last of the iron ore. It's kind of amazing. The rest of this is copper, and yeah. Oh, we're done with concrete. These guys are done. So we're gonna need another station. We're gonna need a station that drops off iron ore. So let's go ahead and stop this. I don't want this line anymore. We're sending everything this way now. I don't care. And we'll actually just say output priority to the left. Actually, let's say output priority to the right, but make it fish. That way, nothing goes to the right at all. And I'm gonna, oops. We need that to stay. And we need this here to come out. And there we go. So now coal is still going this way, but I'm gonna get rid of this entire line and all of these smelters and stuff. The only thing we're making up here now is going to be steel. We are no longer going to be sending iron down the main line. Yeah, that works. And I'm going to pick all these up. Oh, I'm out of coal. Or I've got too much coal in me, I should say. There we go. I should be able to pick these up now. And stealth edit time. Okay, I figured while I was doing a stealth edit, I may as well just do a real edit and get this whole thing cleared out. Then I set up a second train station here, or at least the beginnings of one. That's why I wanted to clear this area out, because I wanted to put a train station here. And I put it as close to this one as I could get, which means that there's one space in between to this. And notice also, I've only set up one car. That's because this train is only going to have one car. I also want to make this bigger, and because these will fit, I might as well make them as wide as I can. And also, this is now in the way, and it probably never should have snaked like this anyway. But oh, we got too much stuff. We have our car here. Let's go ahead and take the. Oh, we can't take the wood out of it. Let's put the wood in the trunk, and then in his fuel line, let's go ahead and throw this rocket fuel in there, just so we can get it up off the line here. And then we need to run this train station to here, and then hook it in with the main line. And then we also need it to run from here and come from the main line. And now we have another train station. Look at that. Boom. We just made our second train station. Sadly, this line now needs to snake this way, because we want to be able to load fuel into this train as well. I guess it needed to come out. It just didn't need to come out too, but it needed to come out this far. And we'll need a power pole here, like that guy had, and then we'll need one on either side of these guys. We can do here, 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 and here. And now they're all set. And this is going to be, this guy was named Drop Iron Plates. This guy's going to be named Drop Iron Ore. Okay, and I still can't pick up anything. Let me, yeah, he's full of fuel too. That's annoying. What else do we got here? We got coal in our inventory we can get rid of. And, We got copper ore in our inventory we can get rid of, and we've got iron ore in our inventory we can get rid of, which actually we don't have anything making iron. All of the iron is going to like the top 5 of the of these things because we have so little production going on. So also now you notice we only have 2 lines of these coming out, and we want 3 lines of these, so we're probably going to need another iron station in the very near future. But we'll cross that bridge when we care about it. I also need to run a line all the way this way. So it comes to, is it this? No, it's over here that it needs to be. I'm just gonna snake it around like this, and then it can head down like that, and then that's gonna be our iron ore. And it's not a huge resource. We don't need a ton of it. As far as I know, concrete's the only thing that uses it. It's just several things use concrete, so we'll need a decent amount. And this station is overkill. We probably could have gotten away with only using one side or something like that, but I figured why not. Okay, do we have trains and train cars? We do not. So let's get in our car here. Our new rocket-powered car. It still drives pretty slow compared to the trains. Oops. I think I just destroyed... No, I didn't destroy it. There are no robots in the area. This is within our robot range, but there are no... Oh, there are repair packs. Look at that. They went and got repair packs out of the repair pack box, and they're bringing them up here to fix my car and the pipe, which is pretty cool. And that gives me permission to just keep driving and not care. Why did I come down here? I forgot why I came down here even. Oh, I wanted trains, which are up here a little bit. Let's see. They're down the mall here. That's good enough. Okay, so we need a train car. So I'll just take one of these. And we need a train cargo wagon. And I guess that's it. That's all we really need. We're going to need more tracks. We got plenty. We're going to need another station. We have plenty. We don't really need signals because we have them. We do need signals. It's just we have them in our inventory already, so we don't need to pick any up. Look at my mad driving skills. Oh, look at my... Okay, come on up, guys. Now they come faster this time because they keep the repair packs with them. They store them in the Roboport. Once they've used them once, they store them in the Roboport, which is super convenient when you're crashing a lot. Okay, I need to signal this station as well, so let's go ahead and do the same thing we did up here, which isn't perfect signaling, I know. I'm gonna throw a signal here now. Well, no, because if you pass the signal, you're gonna have to get up to these guys, so that's fine. Okay, so let's go ahead and throw a train here. Throw the rest of my rocket fuel into him, just to get it out of my inventory. And then we'll put a car on the end of him, and let's head out. So we're gonna need another station down here, and I had previously said, oops, we'll leave the train here. I had previously said I wanted to move the station down, and I still do. And I'm going to do that now. And by now, I mean next episode, because we're past 20 minutes. So next episode, I'll move the station down a little bit. We're going to add another station. Probably have to move the wall and get our iron ore on. So I hope you enjoyed watching this. I definitely enjoyed playing it. I'm Superfluous Jay, and I will, as always, talk at you later.